On January 31st, 2022, at 8:34 p.m., an officer from the Mesquite Police Department was on routine patrol in an apartment complex in the 800 block of Highway 30 in Mesquite. During the previous shift, that same officer received information from a license plate scan notification that inside the complex was a vehicle belonging to a subject who showed an outstanding warrant. The officer was following up on that license plate scan in an attempt to locate the vehicle in question. The officer located the vehicle and found that it was occupied. The officer was in full police uniform and operating a marked Mesquite Police Patrol vehicle as he exited his vehicle to approach, at which time the occupant fled on foot. The officer pursues the subject as he enters a breezeway in the apartments.
I got one running Mission Fairways apartment complex, white male wearing a white.
As the officer rounds the corner, he observes that the fleeing suspect has now stopped running, has turned and produced a firearm, and was in a shooter's stance, pointing the firearm at the pursuing officer. The suspect fires multiple rounds toward the officer, who returned fire as he quickly moves to cover while ensuring that the suspect did not escape from the rear of the building. The officer was not struck by gunfire. The suspect was struck at least 2 times. Now we will view the video from both angles uncut.
White male wearing
Shots fired on units 38 feet. South 58, copy.
Where are they at?
I got one running Mission Fairways apartment complex, white male wearing a white. 411, shots fired, shots fired.
The suspect was later identified as Joseph Butler, a 40-year-old male from Wichita Falls, Texas. Butler showed to have several active felony warrants out of another agency, as well as a parole violation warrant. Mesquite police officers attempted CPR and other life-saving measures. A Mesquite Fire Department ambulance was dispatched to the scene and departed with Mr. Butler for Baylor Hospital in Dallas at 8:45, where he was later pronounced deceased at 9:30. This tragic incident from the time that Mr. Butler was contacted and fled until the time the Mesquite police officer was fired upon by Mr. Butler was 8 seconds. Investigators recovered a firearm from the scene, identified as a CZ 9mm pistol and 7 shell casings from rounds fired by Butler. Investigators also located a vehicle in the parking lot that had been struck twice by gunfire from the suspect.
You